Okay, 5 o'clock. Gentlemen, I welcome you here to our Founders Update webinar. You know, every Friday, 5 o'clock my time. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the live meeting here. And of course, when you watch the recording, then also welcome to the update. Yeah, like I told you before, we have some very special guests today, and it is a very great honor for me to introduce you two gentlemen in a few minutes. And before, I want to update you with the most important things, but I changed a little bit my presentation today because of these two gentlemen. It will make you also very, very happy what you will hear in a few minutes. Yeah. Everybody of you, of course, is waiting, and all the channels on our FutureNet board, in the newsletters, in the Facebooks, in all the social medias, we give already the information. But I want to tell you one more time that in 4 days from now, we will go offline with the FutureNet Pro, and probably about 1 week later, maybe it can be also one day earlier when we are ready, then we will go online with the FutureNet 2.0. So don't worry when we are offline in 4 days, but anyway, you will see that the pop-up that we are working on that, and I think everybody should be informed. But share the information with everybody, that really nobody is crying, oh my God, what has happened here, why the website is offline. It is the plan to do it for 1 week, and everybody should know about it. And I want to share, of course, with you one of the best stories which we had in the young history of FutureNet. Since 2 weeks, we are official partner of one of the best, one of the biggest, and one of the most famous universities in the world, and this is the University of Beijing in China. And because of our top leader, Lucy and Daniel Gravel, Lucy, Daniel, appreciate you very, very much, your passion and your hard work for FutureNet. And with that, what you bring here together with the Beijing University, that is really the point on the eye. And we are so happy and so proud. Now we have an official office in the Beijing University, and we will work together with the Beijing University in the blockchain technology industry. You know, the blockchain technology is one of the greatest ideas in the human history, and it will change our life in many, many different aspects in the next upcoming months, years, and decades. And we, as our FuturoCoin team and our blockchain, is now part and official partner of one of the most famous universities in the world. And that is really a great story. And this is one of these things what you should share when you speak about FutureNet with new people. This is not the main point for the marketing direct, but you should share these informations with others, because this shows what FutureNet is really is. Yeah, and of course we will produce also very, very cool tools for that, so that it's easy for you to share these informations. Yes, and the next one is that, yeah, also one of them from the engagement from Lucy and Daniel, and others are also. We will be in a few days on new exchanges with the Futuro, and the good point is that one of them is also the people in China can exchange the Futuro direct in RMB. This is the Chinese currency, and of course it is absolutely helpful, and the trust and the belief in the Futuro will be, with every exchanger, it will be higher and will be more. And the Futuro is next point. Our CEO of the FuturoCoin, Paulina, she will make on the 17th of January, so that is in 6 days from now, a live broadcast with question and answers. If you are interested in that, we will inform you with the link and everything you see here on the slide. You see here the different time zones when it is. And Paulina is the lady, she knows everything about the Futuro, and any question that you have, you can ask in that broadcast, and Paulina will answer you direct. Yeah, and of course, normally I wanted to tell you more about the FutureNet 2.0 today, but I cut it a little bit because what I told you, we have some special guests today. But 2.0, FutureNet 2.0, in 1 week from now, we will give you all the detailed informations. Also, Roman will be part of the webinar next week, and then we will give you all the detailed informations. But I will show you one short video which we produced. Moment, where is it? The FutureNet 2.0. Let's share one short video. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was presentation. That was a short overview about the new social media platform. And one more time, in 1 week from now, we will give you all the details, information, and I know everybody of you is waiting. What is FutureNet 2.0 means, and 1 week, and you will get it. So, and now I want to give the microphone to who's first? Happy.
It's me.
Okay, to one of two very, very interesting gentlemen which we have now here in the office today, and which we are so happy and so proud to have them on board in FutureNet. And moment, I must change my presentation here. And one of these gentlemen is one of the most happy persons in the world, and his name is Happy Hartmann from Swiss and USA. He is an entrepreneur, and he is one of the legends in the industry. And we were now for the last 3 days here in Dubai, and it was really for me an absolutely great honor and to share the visions and the dreams and the informations about the past, the wie sagt man, Status quo, wie sagt man jetzt, die Gegenwart, and the future. And ladies and gentlemen, Happy Hartmann, please, Happy, your chair, the stage is yours.
I'm very excited to get in your chair. Welcome all over the world. Just to my person, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a Swiss-American entrepreneur. I started to become an entrepreneur in the age of 23. I was self-employed. And in Europe, I was in the entertainment business. In America, I was in Miami. I was part owner of a huge hotel. And after Hurricane Andrew, we sold that 250-room hotel to somebody you know, Mr. Donald Trump. Yeah, Mr. Donald Trump bought our, and we, after, just retired. He built 600 luxury apartments, and I was bored to be retired with 38 years at that time. And then somebody introduced me to network marketing. I went to a beautiful hotel in Palm Beach, the Breakers, and 600 people were there. They were so excited. And at that time, I had no clue what network marketing is. And after a few hours, I said in that meeting, I want to be a part of that industry. And later on, I started after 18 months with a wonderful company in America with the name Prepaid Legal. I became the number under the top 10 recruiter for the company, and I built in 18 months 72,000 people. And they said, that's a lot. And that was my beginning. And then through the circumstance that I speak a little bit English and a little bit German, I brought several companies from America to Europe. I made my experience in network marketing. I love network marketing. I think network marketing is the solution for all our problems all over the world. But enough from me. I would like to come to two heroes. The last weeks I became a part of FutureNet, and now the last days, as you already heard from Stefan, I was able to spend some time with him, and I would like to introduce you now to two gentlemen you already know. To me, they become my special heroes. Heroes! They are really heroes. Roman, Simon, and Stefan, they are extraordinary people. They are extraordinary gentlemen. We had so much good time here we made business, real business, but it was always on a base which I never forget. What they built in a short period of time, it's only one word for that, that's spectacular. Very soon, they will become the pinnacle of the network marketing industry. They are focused and they do it with so much passion. I never saw that before. They surround themselves with the best people. A big compliment, I would like to make a big compliment also to the wonderful employees, over 250 employees around the globe. Dear friends, employees, when I can call you like that, you make the dreams from Roman and Stefan, you bring that dream to reality. And we, the networker, we would like to say thank you for your hard work every single day. You really make the difference. Thank you. Thank you. Without you, it's just a dream. With you, it becomes reality. Thanks. Now, over 5 million people in a short period of time. I will meet here. Extraordinary network. You guys made that happen. And I'm very proud to meet you by the next convention here in Dubai. I'm so excited. Why, you do good. When you bring in this short period of time 5 million people, you are amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Now to FutureNet, to the opportunity. There's a say of one of the best university in the world. There's a study, and the university with the name Harvard has a study which says an average person is twice in a lifetime at the right place to the right time. Now, with FutureNet, we are at the right time, the right place, with the right company, with the right concept. Now, when you are, the study says, when you're 50, that's your first time. When you do join FutureNet, you don't need another choice. When you're over 50, that's your last choice. That's it, nothing more. We would like to invite you that you go very careful with this once in a lifetime chance. Maybe you heard that before, once in a lifetime. Oh my God, everybody said, we are best once in a lifetime. I have news, this time it's true, okay? Okay, that's crucial. Now, my time is off. I don't want to take the time from the next gentleman. I'm sure Stefan will introduce that gentleman. Should I? Would you?
I would say you are the best friends together. I would
Thank
say
you.
You can do it for sure 1,000 times better than me.
Not 1,000 times. Not 1,000 times. You're so good. Now, before I leave now the camera, I would like to say something to you, wherever you are on this world. Outside on this planet, all over the world, people are looking for an opportunity. They are searching. They are praying for an opportunity like FutureNet. We have to bring it to them. Today, you represent the most important things in your life, your family. Please, be wise. Make the right decision, and when you make the right decision, for FutureNet, become active. Make a difference with other people. Make something where your children will be proud of you. I hope I see you soon. Before I leave now, I want to say something to you and thanks that you shared with me something which never comes back. You gave me your time. And I say goodbye and I see you soon around the clock. And now the next gentleman, he guides me for over 21 years. He forgot more about network marketing like most people ever will know. He is the kindest person. He's a person which makes for thousands and thousands and thousands of people around the globe. He once built a group for 250,000 people in 120 countries. And he helped a lot of people to become independent. He created millionaires just by side effect. He brought so much happiness to other families. He brought quality of life to other families. He knows why he has a foundation from a man he will introduce to you now. The name is Napoleon Hill. Think and grow rich. Now, from Salt Lake City, Utah, America, he is here live in Dubai and he wants to meet you. And, by the way, the secret, today is his birthday, okay? Wonderful. I see you soon.
Thank you, Abby.
You're welcome.
Hello, everyone. It's an honor to be here in Dubai and to be at the office of FutureNet and be with Stefan. And thank you for the nice introduction, Abby. I'm very excited to be here. I like to get to know people. I can tell you that I feel really good about Stefan and the time we've had together and the answers that we got, things that we discussed are very, very important. They're good people who are doing some great things, and I think their idea can change many people's lives. And so I would encourage all of you to get involved and take massive action to introduce other people. I was born and raised in the United States in Idaho on a farm. And on that farm, I learned the law of the harvest. The harvest says, the law of the harvest, that you cannot harvest something you do not plant. In other words, you can plant tomatoes and really wish it'll become corn, but it'll never happen. It's a law. And so we have to plant the things we want to harvest. Most people are planting many things without knowing it the way they think, and harvesting something else. And so the harvest is a great thing because it applies in every aspect of our life. We see it in nature, but it's really, really great. My mom died when I was little, and so my father raised 5 boys on a farm, and we worked from before it got light till after it got dark. And the thing that I remember most was it was just seemed like that's all we did was work. So we could only get out of work for a couple of things. We played on the high school ball teams or went to church. So probably wasn't the best motivation, but all 5 boys played football, basketball, baseball, and track year round, and we never missed a church meeting. But the byproducts of that was very, very good because that's the only way I was able to go to college is I earned an athletic scholarship to go to my college of chores, got my education, and so on. And so I also remember out on the tractor on the farm, and I would see an airplane come up over the horizon, go all the way across and disappear, and I'm still going on that tractor. And I would say to myself, I don't know what they do or what you have to do to be one, but I want to be a pilot. I want to go somewhere. And so those 3 things really affected my life. Sports, I learned teamwork. I learned that we can do so much more by working together than we can by ourselves. And so I want to jump forward. I was born a long time ago. Thank you, Happy, for not telling him how old I was. But in 1963, I was 21 years old. And I had the good fortune of meeting a wonderful gentleman who was 80 years old that changed my life forever. I didn't realize at the time what a significant person he was. But Napoleon Hill is the person who Andrew Carnegie encouraged to go out and interview over 25,000 people who did not reach their goals or their dreams. And then he introduced him to 504 of the most successful people in the world, who we also found out what they did. And then Napoleon Hill was to do over 20 years, was to take that information and come up with the results. Now that's a phenomenal study, 20 years with over 25,000 people. And from that, he wrote 8 volumes called The Laws of Success. Later, when he was a counselor to one of the presidents of the United States, the president kept asking questions. He says, it's all in these books. You just need to read them. He said, I don't have time. Would you write me a summary? And that's what Think and Grow Rich is. Now, a lot of people have questions about, it's all about money and so on. I want you to know that was written and published in 1935, a long time ago, but it's still applicable today. But people didn't have jobs. It was the height of the Depression. And so people just wanted to be able to feed their family. And so all they could think about is a job or something they could make money to feed their family. So he called it Think and Grow Rich. And many times Napoleon Hill would say the real title is Think and Grow Rich. The key is the thinking part. And I want to talk about that. As he started his book, he would say that thoughts are things and they're magnetic. In other words, when we have a thought, there's an energy field created that goes out, and if we do the right things, we draw from the universe and draw back to us those things that will people, circumstances, and events to help us to accomplish whatever it is. Now, Napoleon Hill would always tell us this, and this is probably one of the most significant things I learned in life. He said there are 2 things the creator of this earth gave to the human race over all the other animals that exist. Something that none of the others have. We have imagination and we have choice. And from those things, we can separate ourselves. And he said, and I believe and I tell you, that if you understand that and use that law, the law of attraction, you can have anything you want to have, you can be anything you want to be, and you can do anything you want to do. And so it's very important that we know and understand that. So these thoughts are things. Now, Napoleon Hill also said, because of this imagination, that everything that's created physically is first created mentally or spiritually. In other words, Henry Ford, as an example, saw in his mind an 8-cylinder engine. All of his engineers said it's impossible. And they worked for months. He'd say, no, I've seen it. Keep working, keep working. And eventually they developed an 8-cylinder engine. And look at the cars all over the world that came from that, because he insisted. He saw it in his mind. Look at airplane travel. I became a pilot. I was a pilot for 34 years, and the last 23 with Delta Airlines. And I've been all over the world and so on. But it's amazing how we can get from one place to another now and accomplish so many things because of it. And so the key thing to remember is, from Think and Grow Rich, the answer should really be think and whatever you want. It's about money, it's about relationships, it's about success in any field of endeavor, anything you want to do, business, sports, whatever it is. It's the same principle. And so Napoleon Hill, as many of you know, his 3 or 4 things in his 13 points in Think and Grow Rich was, number 1, you have to have a burning desire. I want to tell you that I know that that's true. You can't teach people to have a burning desire. You can motivate them and help them, and maybe over time they can develop, but that's something that comes from within. I call desire what it takes to get you up early in the morning and keep you up late at night until you accomplish the things that you're after. It's the pursuance of helping other people improve their lives. That's what I see that Stefan and Roman are doing here, is trying to give blessings to other people by an opportunity, masses who may never ever be able to do that because of circumstances. Now, Napoleon Hill, when he first met me, he had me tell my story. At the end of my story, he basically said, it's an interesting story. If you keep telling that, you'll keep getting the same results that you've had. I was telling him how poor we were, we had nothing, and those type of things. He said, always remember that, but start looking forward now, not looking in the rearview mirror. In other words, what is it you want? And so he related to me, and I want to share this thought with you. so that I could understand all of that. Now, I want you to know I had lived these principles for 6 years before I ever read the book, because my brother came to me and he said, if I could show you how to be the best athlete in the school, you'd be interested. That represented everything that I wanted. You know, a warm shower inside. We didn't have any running water in the house I grew up in and so on. But it was using my imagination to visualize things that hadn't happened yet. People call that daydreaming. Well, everybody that's a daydreamer, I want to encourage you to find the dream you want and grab a hold of that. And then as you apply these principles, you can have anything you want. We are self-eliminators. I believe within every one of us is the seed of greatness. The Creator wanted us to have all the success we wanted. It's a plan of abundance. And with one person getting something doesn't take away from another. There's plenty for everyone. And so the reason that led me into network marketing, I've done a lot of things, is I believe it, as Happy indicated, is the only chance that the masses can improve their situations. So we have an opportunity to help people as we help ourselves. So that burning desire, then we need to develop a faith, belief in what we're doing. So if you're in a network marketing company like FutureNet, you got to believe in the company and the products and in yourself. So every time I give a meeting, I feel like I have to believe, lift that belief level in those three things, or I've failed the people in their time and so on. So as we do that, we want to help other people. We cannot be successful alone in network marketing. You know, you can't buy your way to the top. You have to help enough people, however the marketing is, to be able to take advantage of that. And then there's a very important thing that most people don't do. It's called auto-suggestion. Auto-suggestion is the power of using your mind to control the things that you want so that you can accomplish it. In other words, it's the only way you build faith in anything is auto-suggestion. That's telling yourself through your conscious mind to your subconscious mind what you want to accomplish. And this is how Napoleon Hill helped me understand it. If you have a garden, see, I grew up on a farm, and he related all this to the mind. And so the mind is really three. We talk basically about two. The intellect, the thinking part, is the conscious mind. That's where we make decisions. And so we can be misled and all kinds of things by getting the wrong information and so on. But the subconscious mind is like fertile soil. Fertile soil doesn't care what you plant. You can let the weeds grow, it'll multiply the weeds. If you plant something you want, it'll multiply that. So how do you plant in your subconscious mind? It's by the thoughts you think. That's why thinking is so important. That's why imagination is, think about it. My brother had me visualize my whole time growing up of winning the ball game by the last shot or passing the pass that made the final touchdown. And I lived that so long, I emotionally felt what it would be like when it actually happened. And then when it happened, it was like, wow, this is powerful. Then he showed me how it worked in school and how you can in your grades and how public relations with people and how you can do it in business. Everything is the same type of principles that we can apply. So as we plant in that soil, that's why we have to know what we want. Number one thing with Napoleon Hill was definiteness of purpose. You have to know what it is you want. If you do and use these principles, it's a matter of time. Now, the law of the harvest, there's different things take different time, but there's the things you have to do is prepare the soil, plant good seeds, and then the part that nobody wants to do, and that's the nurturing and keeping the weeds out and see the watering and have a chance to harvest. Now, as a farmer, many times we would have a destructive frost or hail that destroyed our crops. What do you think we did? We did just like the good book says. We kept on sowing. The next year we planted more seeds, hoping for another harvest. It's the same in network marketing. It's the same in anything, that we have to keep on keeping on, keep doing the things that we know to do, till we find the people we can help, that they can be successful, which makes us successful. So that's the thing I want you to remember, is that thoughts are powerful. Now, most people use them wrong. So let me just have a minute here, but let me just share with you a study we did in California in the 1990s. This is powerful. We found 9 out of 10 people, 92% of the time, their dominant thought was on the things they don't want, like fear and worries. Now, if you understand the law, That means they're selling the subconscious mind as they plant those thoughts with emotion that I want to fail. I want to have bad health. I want to do these things because we're thinking wrongly. Remember, every other thing besides the human race reacts to circumstances. We then, our human nature is to react, but we can be proactive. We can then decide beforehand what we want to do. So here's the result I see in the world today, is it's designed so as we think about things, we should control our emotions. But what happens is most people have emotions, and that's controlling their thinking. It's backwards. It's the law of opposition. It's trying to keep you from doing things. If you know Roman, you look at him, wow, us guys would all like to look like that again, or even look like that the first time. But that's a lot of work, and going to the gym and lifting weights and doing all those things. And that's where most people eliminate themselves. It's too hard. But even in all these things we're doing here, it's very important to believe and to follow the things you want to do. And so if we can get from our heads the positive thoughts we want, that's the affirmation, into our subconscious mind, so it'll attract through the law of attraction people, circumstances, events. And that's what we can teach people, that they can change their lives, that they can do it. So my time's up. I'm very excited to be here and invited to be part of probably the education program going on, where we can change people's lives with participating in the things that will help people make being successful. And so wherever you are all over the world, I wish you a wonderful, blessed day, and I'll see you at the top. Thank you so much.
Wow, Mr. Del Williams, a pleasure to work with you. I saw some videos already from Del in the internet, of course, but to see and feel the power, it's really amazing. Super. And maybe some of you is good in mathematics, then you already know which birthday he has today, but he is not anymore the youngest man, but he is one of the so much power and so much enthusiasm for that, what you are doing. Thank you so much. And now maybe you can understand why we are so happy and why we are so proud to have both of these gentlemen in now. And this is the point. Why these gentlemen with so much history, with so much knowledge and about the industry, about everything, why they are joining FutureNet. They have reasons for that. And like I always teach you, don't be afraid to go to the best of the best people around you. Don't be afraid. Don't be scary that they can say no. Good people, they will never say you are stupid or something like that. They will maybe not join you, but they will always give you recognition for that, what you are doing, to being an entrepreneur and to share your vision, to share your business with others. And from time to time, even the top of the top gentlemen are joining the company. And for example, maybe I go back to this slide, that you really understand what it means. There is now 49 years in the industry. And I told him today I have only one wish, that he celebrates his 50th birthday for sure, but also his 80th birthday in the industry together with FutureNet. And we will have a lot of fun together. And that what you saw now in that short training here, that was the trailer. And like you know, we believe in education and we want to give you the best education in the industry. And with people like Happy, like Del, like you, Paul Ward, like John Sachturas, and all the other people, they are now doing the education for us. We will deliver good. And deliver good brings me back to my presentation. And I want to share just a few minutes for the rest of the webinar here. The idea of the FutureNet convention in springtime in 2019. In 3 months from now, we will be in that wonderful city here. It's an impressive city. It's the best city for our business, because this city is also, yeah, it was a village some years ago, and now it is the city of the future. You see here the Burj Khalifa, and now they are building even a higher tower here in the city, and it never stops. And everything starts with an idea of a gentleman here in Dubai. It was Sheikh Zayed, and many other people are following. And you have the chance to be part of convention on the 14th of April 2019. We will launch FutureNet 2.0 at one of the best buildings in the world, the Dubai Opera. And here you can see on these pictures a little bit about that. And I was in the opera in April, and inside is really absolutely amazing. This event will be not so big like our last events in Macau, but this will be something very, very special, and we will deliver FutureNet 2.0 at that event. And one time next week, today in 7 days, in 1 week, we will present you all the details about FutureNet 2.0, and then on the 14th of April, we will deliver. Yeah, here you see the inside. It's really an amazing, amazing place. It was a pleasure to share the information with you and introduce you these two gentlemen. They will be part of the FutureNet education system, education family, and then you can imagine what kind of education you will get. Will be a pleasure. See you next week, next Friday. Enjoy your evening, morning, noon, wherever you are in the world, and enjoy the weekend. And see you soon. And do that what Del told you. Be busy. Start action. That is the only answer which you can give. See you next week. Bye bye.